Good morning and welcome to Backyard and Beyond. This morning we're visiting with a couple of great food growers, and they are Gina and Dale Raasch. Good morning to you, Gina.
Good morning.
And good morning to you, Dale.
Good morning.
Well, we want to talk about growing good stuff to eat, and specifically we're going to talk about CSA. But let's start with where you got started. Dale, how'd you get in this business of growing fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, on a bigger basis than some folks?
Well, we just started growing them for ourselves, and then we ended up with more than we could eat. So then we decided to start going to the farmers markets and selling to other places.
And, you know, there are a lot of folks that, they'd love to grow stuff, and then it's, like you say, you have more than you can use. But you're making great progress and sharing it with a lot of people. Gina, how long have you been growing stuff? I don't mean just for farmers markets, but did you do this as a kid?
No, actually, I didn't garden at all as a kid.
So all of this stuff is kind of new to you.
Fairly new, yes. I helped my grandpa in the garden a little bit when I was younger, but that was it.
Okay. But that, that's a start. Kind of get in the dirt and kind of figure out you could grow stuff. Do you remember anything you grew at that time? What did you help him with at that time when you were a kid? Anything special that you helped him with?
I remember green beans, a lot of green beans.
and people love fresh green beans, so that's a really important one. And I'll bet you had to go out and help him harvest them too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they keep on growing, they keep on coming.
On stooping.
So, hey, it's good to have a young person helping with that. Well, let's talk a little bit about the kinds of things that you're growing now in terms of selling it to a wide range of folks. How many acres? You want to share with us how many acres approximately, Dale, you're working on?
This year we'll have in between 5 and 6 acres of different vegetables and raspberries and just all kinds of things.
Now that's a lot of produce. We can grow a lot in, a little bitty part of an acre, but when you talk 5 acres, that's a lot of plants. What do you have? I'm guessing you don't have anything out there in the field just yet.
Well, we planted some garlic last year that's coming up, and then we had some onions that we didn't use them all as green onions last year, and we kind of mulched them, and they're coming up and they're growing too.
That's pretty exciting, and we've had some pretty good weather here to get that going. So anybody who grows stuff know that it has to be really, really exciting. What about any seeds under lights that you have going?
Yes, we've got tomatoes and cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower, and we've got some others too. But yeah.
Anything new that you're trying this year?
Well, last year we tried some Swiss chard, and we're going to have more of it. We really liked it. I guess we planted edamame soybeans last year, the edible soybeans, and they went over real well, and we're going to have a lot more of them this year too.
Okay. How about you, Gina? Anything that you're especially, this is a partnership, the two of you work on this together, but anything that you're especially planting, working on, that you really want to make sure grows?
Well, we want to make sure we have plenty of kohlrabi this year. We ran out last year, and I didn't realize how popular it was going to be, so we're going to do a lot more kohlrabi this year.
Well, people, I think, are learning. Initially, I think people thought those looked like Sputniks, and they had no idea what to do with them. What's your favorite way to use them?
We just eat them raw.
They're kind of like radish flavor, right?
Turnip, cabbage, radish.
So they are unique. They have some, now that's really important. Now I understand you're about ready to plant some spinach and some Swiss chard. Is that right?
That's right, and some lettuces.
Okay. Well, that's perfect weather, right? We need some cool nights to do those kinds of things.
That's right. They like cool weather.
Yeah. So get those things in the ground and get them going for sure. Dale, now with this much produce, tell me about some of the places that you do sell produce to.
Well, we go to Atlantic Farmers Market. We go to the Creston Farmers Market. We go to the Drake Farmers Market in Des Moines. We also go to the Winterset Farmers Market, and then we also sell to hospitals and nursing homes and restaurants too. And we're also getting hooked up this year. We're going to start selling to grocery stores too.
Okay, so you have a wide range of markets out there. But that's, I think, kind of what it takes if you're really going to make this a business. That's what you have to do. What kinds of reactions do you get from, I'm thinking, hospitals, restaurants? So you go and talk to them and say, would you like some of this kind of homegrown produce? What kind of reactions do you get?
Well, to start with, some of them, they think it's a lot of work to start buying for a few things from somebody instead of getting everything from one supplier.
That big truck that comes.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's a little hard to get them started, but once they find out what kind of produce that you're growing and how good it can be, and by being able to buy fresh stuff, and our stuff is all natural or same as organic, and they really like that.
Okay. So they found out it's good stuff to eat, and their customers and clients like it too.
Oh yes, they do.
Yeah. Kathy, are you out there talking to someone? I'm sorry. For some reason, I wanted to call her Kathy today, and I know much better than that. Gina, are there some comments that you'd like to share from some of these folks? Dale's giving us some kind of general things. Anything else that you remember from a restaurant or a hospital or anybody that's said, wow, this is something we really, really like? Nothing that comes to your mind at this point?
Just the edamame soybeans. They went over real well at the health food stores in Des Moines. We sold to 3 of them there, and they wanted more, and we didn't have more. So,
well, now, and do they flavor them or anything? You just sell them the edamames and they treat them, or do you do something to them before you take them there?
We don't do anything to them at all. And one store boiled them for just a few minutes, and gave out samples, and they went over really well.
Mm-hmm. Good. And I know a lot of people haven't even tried those, and some people like them just as snacks. They put a little flavoring on them and eat them as snacks, and they're really, really healthy, really good for us. So, talking about good for us, what's your favorite vegetable, Gina?
I like okra.
Okra. That's probably not at the top of my list. How do you prepare that?
I like to cut it up and roll it in cornmeal and fry it.
Okay. Well, that gives it a little different texture, I think. I think of as okra as not having a great texture.
So some people say it's slimy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say that, but that's what I hear. So your method then gives it a little bit of crunch.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay. So we probably should try that and see. We might like it too. What about you, Dale? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, I would say it'd probably be sweet potatoes. It'd be my favorite.
Now, saying that, I understand last year you had a tremendous sweet potato crop.
Yes, we did. We had some of them that got as big as 5 pounds. They were way too big. We learned a lesson last year. We got to get them dug sooner. We had an overabundance of rain, and it was more than what they really needed.
But isn't it great? More people are finding out they like sweet potatoes year-round. They used to be just Thanksgiving.
Yes, and the thing is, you can take a sweet potato and cut it up and eat it just like a carrot, too, raw, and it's good. And the sweet potatoes are really a lot better for you than a regular white potato.
Oh, yeah. Got lots of vitamin A in there, probably some extra vitamin C. Really, really good for you. Okay, we have just a couple minutes left and almost didn't talk about one of the main things I want to mention is the CSA, Community Supported Agriculture, and you are the producers this year for the CSA in this area. And so, Gina, what do people need to do if they're interested perhaps in participating in a CSA? What do they need to call you? They can email you? How can they contact you and get more information or get signed up?
So they can call us or email us, either one.
Okay, what's your email address?
Our email address is r.bridgewaterfarm@gmail.com.
Okay. And what about a phone number?
A phone number is 641-745-5368 or 515-689-6320.
And if you didn't catch those, let me tell you, I have them handy most of the time, so give me a call if you didn't get those phone numbers. Now, I know the CSA is new for you this year because Denise O'Brien was doing it previously. Have you heard any comments from some of the people? I know you're getting sign-ups now. Have you heard anybody saying, man, am I glad you're doing this because I want to be in a CSA?
A few comments, yeah. People are saying they're ready for some yummy produce this year.
And I know they're going to get it with you. And is there a maximum number you'd like to work with, Dale? Or is there sort of an upper limit, so you got to get signed up?
I would say probably 35 to 40 people is what we would like to try and produce for this year.
And we should just say, just in case somebody doesn't know, CSA, it's where you buy a share. Like to have you start paying for it now, and then every week, starting in June, ending in October, you get this great basket box full of great produce grown by Gina and Dale Raasch. What's the basic price, Gina?
For a full share, it's $350.
Okay. Now, do you have to pay all of that up front, or can they divide that up a little bit?
It can be divided up in 2 or 3 payments.
Okay. And that's for a full share, and so if they want a little less, you give them that opportunity also.
Right, a half share would be $185.
Okay. So, where are they going to be able to pick that food up each week?
We will be at the Atlantic Farmers Market on Tuesday evening.
Okay. So, get signed up, folks. You want to get on the list, let me tell you. And there are some others out there. There's a lot of CSAs over by Des Moines. There's a new one over by Carson. But if you're interested in this area, you better get signed up with Dale and Gina really, really soon. So, let them know, or let me know if you want to sign up, and we'll get that taken care of. So, until next time, thank you to Gina and Dale Raasch, and just keep thinking about that yummy food.